Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. It is Friday, and we could not be happier. This is fantastic. You could call this title this episode today, Betty Rock, No You Didn't, or Don't Do It, because I'm going to talk about Southwest Airlines maybe pulling me back in after I've ranted about them quite extensively.
And I would like to take a consensus of anyone who was surprised. Not me.
Well, that's the thing about air.
Not me.
The thing about air travel.
Because there's plenty of people like you that are perturbed and they have to get back into your good graces.
Yeah.
And you are just falling for it.
Well, I know you almost have to, because you have to travel. You have to fly, pretty much now most places. And so they have you. And so now you have to do it so that it impacts you the least possible, unfortunately, which we will get to in a minute. But Gavin and I were talking just a second ago about, he posed the question, would you rather have your Dunkin' one day a week forever, or if you could only have Alani's and no Dunkin', would you want Alani's like 4 days a week? And I chose the Alani. I find myself looking forward to that. Very much so.
Clock it.
Clock it, and it ate, and it drank. It was, I find myself looking forward to it, which today I've already had the extra large coffee, which I know is a decent amount of caffeine and a decent amount of sugar.
Let's see.
And I'm ready to go home. And I've usually, in the past, I've been trying to, if I had coffee on a day, I would not have an Alani.
And you shouldn't.
But I'm thinking I might.
I don't think you should.
And
You're talking a mile a minute.
And I've done 2 a
You've
day.
been like you're already extra, but you're very extra.
There's a lot of caffeine in the extra large.
But caffeine's good for you.
No,
it's good for your senses.
Too much is not good for you.
How much is in it?
330 milligrams. So it's like 130 extra compared to
the
one
Alani.
can of Alani.
Okay, so 2 cans of Alani is worth almost 1 coffee. So if I only have 1 can of Alani and a coffee instead of 2 cans, then I'm doing better.
Why don't you just have water?
I'm drinking water right now, but
That's not water.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I did get to the point where I was having 2 Alanis a day.
That's
just too much money.
That's a business choice.
Yeah, that's just too much money. That's nuts. Like those things, they charge you way too much.
Yeah. Getting the 18-pack from Costco, great deal.
Only way to do it.
Absolutely phenomenal deal.
You have to take a few that you don't love.
Yeah. You get like 2/3 of what you really like.
Yeah.
Whereas, oh man, you give me 18 witches brews.
Done.
Man, like
yeah, but they're $3 each.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Like I think I spent $36 the other day on Alani's, and I'm like, all right.
Do I feel good about this?
I do not.
Am I going to enjoy every sip of this?
Yep,
yes.
But I do not. And I even gave Gavin some of them to be nice. And But I walked out of there. My wife was like, do you realize what you just spent on water? I'm like, well, let's talk about your purchases. Let's not focus on me for a minute. Let's talk about you, lady.
That got personal.
I did. I fought back.
Yeah, what's her problem?
Oh, I don't know. She's turned into like a sneakerhead, man.
Ooh.
Like she buys shoes. She comes home with more pairs of shoes now and sneakers and stuff like that. But she wears them at home on the carpet. She won't even walk on the hardwood floors with them until she's sure she's keeping them. Unlike Betty, who will rock a pair of jeans and wear it for 3 weeks and then like, don't like them, return them.
I mean, gotta be sure with what you purchase.
All right, so let's get to the Southwest and my hypocrisy. So I have been very vocal about Southwest and their lunacy to get rid of their free bags and to become like every other airline and nickel and dime you to death. And that is where they are right now. That's what they've done. They've already gotten rid of the bags. Now you're paying for bags unless you're a member of their Rapid Rewards, which remember me saying they're going to do this to force you to take a credit card. Then once you take said credit card, you're paying them every year plus interest on all the purchases and things like that. And that's exactly the model that they're going for. Because I just got a email from them saying, hey, buddy, how you doing? We haven't seen you in a while. Like I got an email from them months ago to be on like an advisory panel for extra input and things like that. And I didn't do it. Surprisingly, I didn't do it.
They're trying to butter you up.
I know. And so they lathered me up with this butter because they were like, hey, buddy, what if, we're just throwing this out there, what if we had you join our Rapid Rewards Visa card thing or whatever it is, and we gave you 100,000 points to do so? What? Now you're
speaking
talking.
as someone who has no idea how many 100,000 points could get me,
Yeah.
I guess that's really good deal.
It is, because like with Southwest, you could get a flight for like 9,000 points sometimes, depending on where you're going and different legs and
So
things like that.
100,000 could get you pretty far.
I mean, it could do multiple flights and things like that.
Maximum
so it's
10 flights.
And you get your first checked bag free, which you should always get with Southwest, but that ship has sailed. And so at least if you have the card, you feel like you're getting something. It's the same thing like I have that Disney Vacation Club thing. Yeah, is it worth it money-wise? Not till about 10 years do you break even on it. But like when I don't have to pay for hotel in cash when I go on vacation there, I feel like I'm getting something, even though I'm paying, ultimately. And it's the same thing with this. Like I feel like, oh, good, I get a free bag. No, you're paying a fee to do it, and they're going to nickel and dime you to death still.
And you say, yes, please.
I know. And they did, they're not just buttering me up. They actually are doing free Wi-Fi if you have their Rapid Rewards on their flights now starting, I think, October 24th. So if you have their card, then I guess they know who you are when you get on the plane. You can log in or however they do it, and you get free Wi-Fi, which is nice. A lot of planes are going to free Wi-Fi anyway, and you could always use their Wi-Fi.
feel like the Wi-Fi never works.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I've never used successful Wi-Fi on a plane.
They'll be like, we're so sorry, it's not working, this thing. I don't think they have it.
You're like, bummer.
Yeah. But like some of them, like with Southwest, you got the free Wi-Fi to do the videos and the movies because it's the only way they do it. They don't have in-seat monitors. So you had to watch that way. And so you could do that, but you couldn't. I'm not 100% sure what the deal is because I would get texts and stuff even when I was on their Wi-Fi watching movies. And so it was free. So now, are they going to make it not free for everybody else that doesn't have this card? That's my thing. So, like, say you were watching movies before for free. If you don't have the Rapid Rewards credit card, you probably won't be able to watch movies on your long Southwest flights.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, 100%, because they're trying to drive you to these things where they keep making extra revenue on you because it's never enough, for these companies. So, I'm not saying be socialist at all, but basically they put it out there and you have the right to choose it or not choose it. And I will be probably choosing it because
he's back.
I know.
He badmouthed you earlier, but now that you're offering him points.
No, I'm still badmouthing you. I hate being taken advantage of. But it's like a great example. COVID, the lunacy of COVID and the hoops they made us jump through with no scientific facts behind most of it, and they're like, nope, this is just what we're doing. Oh, hey, get a shot too that we aren't really 100% sure of what it's going to do to you long term. And so I got the stupid shot because I wanted to take a trip.
Yeah.
Because they forced your hand. They said, well, you can't go anywhere, you can't live a normal life, you can't do anything without this shot. And I'm like, you can't go to a concert without this shot. You can't. So they controlled all of that. And so, yeah, I buckled because I wanted to still live a normal life even in the midst of that. And it's the same thing with these airlines. You don't have a choice. You try to make your flying experience as good as possible, but you still ultimately don't have a choice because they hold all the cards. I love when they give you passengers' bills of rights. Oh, try that sometime. Well, go to a gate agent when there's been a problem and be like, in the passenger bill of rights that the government passed, it says this. They're going to laugh in your face. They will do nothing for you. You just have to take it. You can get mad about it, and then you get escorted out. You get banned from the airline. TikTok will show you that. And then you're in a whole nother set. You might even get arrested for the craziness there. And it's crazy that we got onto all of this from their credit card. But that's just how I'm working today. That's how my brain's working today.
It's all that caffeine.
Yeah, just all the synapses are firing. But again, the point to say is there are so many things that are beyond your control these days, and sometimes you just have to acquiesce as much as it might kill a little piece of your soul to eventually get what you want. And for me, that's my bag not being paid for by me on Southwest.
And then you pay for that bag to get put on, and then they tell you, oh, we lost it.
Yeah, we lost it, yeah.
You can't find it. So then you have to figure it out.
It should be a no-brainer that the second they lose your bag fee is immediately reimbursed. I need to look into the card a little bit, though, too, to see if it counts for the person that's traveling with you as well. Because otherwise, like my wife and I would both have to have a credit card. So you got to pull 2 credit reports.
Awful.
You have double the fees per year on your thing.
Yeah.
Like that would be horrible.
That would be.
Hopefully they do it like for your family. And because like we have a credit card, a Delta one, that my wife is the principal on it because she took it out. And if I'm traveling on the same ticket, like the same reservation with her, then I get my bags free and all this stuff as well. But where I'm the secondary person on it, if I book it and she's not with me on that ticket, I have to pay for bags. And so we always, when we fly together, we always
They
book
just
that.
find a way
I know.
every single time.
I know. And so that's why maybe I'll get the Southwest one if they let her have her bag for free with that. And then that way we're covered on at least 2 of the those are the major 2 airlines we fly. And then that, of course, in Spirit. No.
I did Spirit one time, and it was fine.
Was it really?
Yeah, no problems. Just normal.
Really? Well, that's pretty good. That's amazing.
Just never know.
Yeah, you say you never know. Spirit is one of those things you never know if you're going to end up in a fist fight with a gate agent. It's Spirit,
At
man.
this point, it could be
like the
any.
Waffle House
It could
of
be
the
any flight,
air.
It is the Waffle House of airlines.
which is probably why I like it.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh,
on
my
brand.
goodness. Yeah. So Betty Rock, give me 2 stories that you're thinking. Oh, never mind. I remember what it was. I was going to try and guess which story it was. But speaking of Waffle House of Airlines, Waffle House of reality TV shows has become The Bachelor and The Golden Bachelor. It's gotten rough, man. Like, and all the spinoffs from it are just ugh. But The Golden
you watch
Bachelor.
'em.
No, I don't watch The Bachelor anymore. I'm out
Golden
on that.
Bachelor?
I watched a little bit of it with Jerry and how he, I'm just going to start dating again. And I couldn't get past his little sing-songy voice. So I was out on that. But they're doing it again. They're going back to The Golden Bachelor.
Yep.
Is this the guy that said he didn't want a lady that was older? Remember that? Oh,
Like he had
yeah.
a cap on his
His name
age.
is Mel Owens.
Your name's Mel.
Way to go,
Yep.
Mel.
He's 66 years old.
Yep.
And he said
What is his last
that
name?
he Owens.
Mel Owens. I want to look him up.
He said he had no interest in ladies over
head of
60
hair.
years of
Over
age.
60, and he's
Okay.
66.
So
That's rough.
he eventually backpedaled on that comment because it was getting him into some hot water.
You know, he had his stand. Betty Rock has her standard. She doesn't want to date a guy younger than her, and she wouldn't. You know, you'd be vilified if you were a guy for saying that. You know, and so it's not fair. I mean, he's allowed to have his set
He
of standards.
is, but when you decide to let America speak into your love life,
you're
then you
opening
don't anymore.
Yeah,
can of worms.
you
that's true.
chose
Violence.
publicity. Anyways, so now that he's backpedaled on everything that he said, there are 23 new women contestants. And here's how we've broken it down. There's only one contestant under 60 years of age.
I know. I saw that. She's 58.
She's 58.
Yep.
Okay, barely. Then there are 2 that are 60 on the dot.
Yep.
Okay. Then there are 4 that are over 70, so older than him.
Surprising though. Like I looked at the 4. They were like 72, and
They look great.
The thing I saw, like, it had their age and their name above their
Yeah.
picture, not below it. And so I was looking at a lady that I thought was 62, and I'm like, oh, she looks great. And then I'm like, wait, she's 72. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing.
And the oldest contestant is 77.
Yeah.
And she looks great too.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out, how Mel pans this one out, because him saying earlier he didn't want any lady over 60 and there's only one that's under.
Mm-hmm. Is
Doesn't
he going to
look
be
good.
happy? I know in his head he's thinking, I want a younger woman to keep me young, you know, and you know, a lady that likes Pilates and is going to do this, and we're going to go sail around the world and fall in love and all that stuff probably. But the ladies that he had that were age appropriate, like the ladies in the 60s with him, they were gorgeous. It's like that's you know, hopefully their insides match their outsides.
But did you notice that in that trailer you're talking about, at least the one that I saw, there was no mention of Mel. None whatsoever. It was the ladies, and it was all girl power. Like how you want connection. You're not, despite your age, you can still search for love.
Sure.
Like all of this motivational type stuff and girl power. No mention of Mel whatsoever. Had you watched that, I would have been like, is this just a older women's empowerment show?
Oh,
like,
yeah, because I didn't see that. I just read an article.
yeah, but it was interesting. So anyways, I think most of those women are probably there. They probably don't care for Mel either. And if they're probably just trying to be the next contestant. So the next Golden Bachelorette.
Because that's what started happening like a few seasons in. It might have even been after the first season, like one of the girls who got jilted and everybody loved, and then they made her the Bachelorette. And that was the first time they did that. And then, yeah, you're right. You have girls that would go on the show, and even if they didn't make it, their odds were up a little bit of being the next contestant to then call the shots. And when they got into that pattern for a while, yeah, I think you're right. You had people that were on there that, okay, if this works, great. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be the next Bachelorette.
If you want to see this heaping dumpster fire that's called Golden Bachelor, it kicks off Wednesday, September 24th on ABC.
Here's what I will say. The Golden Bachelor probably is more redemptive than the regular Bachelor. The regular Bachelor, it just pains me to see all these people that are arguably really good-looking people, but just really broken. Like, really broken. Like, and it's like, you're this good-looking and you still cheat on each other, and you're this good-looking and you still can't find love. How in the world?
I know.
Because you're looking at the wrong things. And so, like, you would hope that the Golden Bachelor, being people in their 60s, would know better than the outside stuff, and that for a long-term relationship, it cannot just be the physical. Physical is important, 100%, but it can't be only that for a long-term relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
And at least this one, I don't think that Golden Bachelor does like all the stupid like hot tub stuff and the saucy games and things like that. Yeah, they all look wrinkled going in, not coming out.
Speaking of wrinkled in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Use that as a segue.
That's going to be me this weekend.
Nice.
No, we're not. Before we get to weekend.
Oh, well, that was a better thing for weekends.
Yeah, you might as well just go in.
It could be for birthdays.
No.
Getting older.
Birthday suit. No.
All right. We've got 2 birthdays. First one is Stacy. She wants to wish Neil a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Neil. Said he's an amazing father and rock star husband. He is such a hard worker, and his kids and I love him so much.
I hope that that's what someone says about me when I'm dead. I was thinking about this the other day.
Why when you're
That's
dead?
hopeful.
I was hopeful when I'm dead.
That's hopeful.
I was thinking about this the other day because I had gotten into a text exchange with the CEO of our company, and he was being very kind to me.
Heated.
No, it was not. It was not heated.
Careful.
He was being very kind to me. And I struggle with compliments. Like, there's a weird part of me that wants them, but then I don't take them well. I'm like, and I deflect, or I get self-deprecating or whatever. And I even wrote something like, well, I'm not really good at compliments or feelings. And he's like, all right, great, get back to work then. I'm like, oh, that felt so good. But like he had said something really, really nice about me. But the thing,
we saw you blushing.
I did. But the thing that like landed the most with me, what lands most with me, is when people realize how hard I work. Like, my work ethic is invaluable to me. And so when somebody says, I see the work you put in, they don't even have to say, oh, I think you're great at what you do. But they say, I see the work you put in. That's been so instilled in me, and that means something to me. And that's what I look at in other people that I want to be around and judge and things like that too.
Okay. And then finally, Joshua wants to wish his wife, Jamie, a happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Jamie!
Joshua said her husband says she does a wonderful job managing our family's crazy schedule.
Nice.
And when asked, her 2 teen boys say, I don't know.
Why she's so great?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Jamie.
That's good. We, as guys, we need women in our lives to help keep us straight. That's what.
Babysit.
That's Marty and Betty Rock's job for me.
Sadly.
Yeah.
And then we have a question from Joshua. This one said, year-round schooling, are you for or against it?
As a kid, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I needed summers, man. Like, I lived for summers in the last day of school.
You know, I say I was agreeing with you, but now that I think about it, I don't think I would have been against it because during the summer months, it felt like it was just... She
was a latchkey kid during the summer months because your mom and dad worked.
Yeah, they worked, and so I couldn't stay home. They sent me to summer camp, so it just felt like school, just with a different bunch of kids, which is fine. But I think I would have preferred school all year round because I loved my friends at school. I loved my school. Like it wouldn't have bothered me. I just never would have done the homework.
Yeah, you would have never convinced me as a kid that the time off. Multiple time off during the year versus having 3 months in a row off was better. Like I would have never believed that.
Because I feel like you're in seasons of school. Or like when you have the summer off, you're like, you have this season where you don't have to think about, you have so much time to not think about school. Whereas year round, I feel like you'd get off for a little bit, but you're like, I'm going to be back here in 2 weeks or a few weeks.
Yeah, I think the older I get now, the more I like having more time off versus one long time off because I can even get bored. Like I told my wife the other day, like I said, I worry about retirement. Honestly, like when I call it,
you'll find a way.
I'm going to have to find stuff to do or I'll go absolutely nuts. But like I like having that time. But for parents that have to do like, well, Gavin, you'll be in that boat too with Bennett and like having to do like daycares and things like that.
Summer
was
summer
brutal.
Was lame.
Yeah,
it was just like it was bouncing around, and we had some really good help in parents coming to town and doing all that. But yeah, it's a lot when someone isn't a stay-at-home parent. Then it definitely becomes a hazard.
Yeah, year-round school is good for like
it would be good
parents
for that.
like that. Yeah, for sure. All right. Weekend plans.
Weekend plans. Everyone's got a weekend plans.
Yes, Queen.
I have friends coming in from California, and so I haven't decided where we're going to go. Like, I think they're going to stay with us Friday night and Saturday night, and so I haven't decided where I'm going to take them for dinner yet. But I want to take them like to a local place, kind of thing. And so there's a local hamburger place that I really like near us, so we might do that.
Five Guys?
No, it's called The Spot. It's pretty good. And then. I don't know, like a nicer, like more expensive meal.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that you'll pay for?
I'll probably pay for them. They're real, like they're so nice. Like they're family. They're not friends.
That's cool.
And like whenever we visit them in California, he always picks up the tab.
That works at Disney?
No,
That's
he's like an
okay.
insurance agent.
Okay.
He's like one of the biggest insurance agents in the country for State Farm. So yeah, he does really well.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he kills it. But he's nice and he's generous and he's kind, like all of that stuff. Because that's the kind of people I attract for the most part.
And then there's Betty.
Yeah.
I mean.
So yeah, that and then church. So I don't really have like massive plans. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, not for me. I hate it.
You thrive on plans.
Last weekend I knew I was going to build a coffee table for my daughter. So like on one of the days, it was like the Labor Day. I did the entire day. I worked from like 8 till 7 on that. And I was tired, but I just didn't stop. I took 10 minutes to eat a sandwich and then 20 minutes maybe to eat dinner, and that was it. And so I loved it. Like not having stuff to do will drive me crazy.
Yuck.
What are you going to do, Rock?
So tonight I'm going to go to a party that a friend of mine, she's worked at the same place for 30 years and she's done an awesome job at it. And so they're doing like a congratulatory. What does that sound?
Oh, maybe it's my leg is shaking.
Oh, okay.
I was hearing
Sound
it
like
too.
a mouse.
Yeah,
I
no.
did too, and I got panicked.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going to that party for her.
Is she retiring or is just celebrating 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And then tomorrow, and I've got lunch plans today with a friend of mine.
Oh, fun.
And then tomorrow I've got to go to a baby shower and then a birthday party after that. And then Sunday I'm helping with the kids at church, and then I'm probably going to just chill.
That's a lot of people time for you.
Yeah, Sunday sounds like post church is going to be which is tough because then you're thinking about
we're
work
going to
a
get
little bit
Monday
too.
Betty. Like they're going to get the best of Betty like on Friday and Saturday, and it's Sunday, and we're going to get
everybody leave me alone.
Yeah, we're getting Monday Betty for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no bad version of Betty.
Aw, thanks.
There totally is.
There's a really bad.
What about you, Gavin?
Oh, what are we doing? I think that I don't think there's anything crazy planned for the next 2 days, but then I'm going to be doing some prep because I'm technically like the hosting, preaching for youth group on Sunday night, just because our current fill-in person is out of town. So I'm filling in for the filling in person.
Filling in for the filling in.
I got to do a lot of like reading and prep work for that. So that's going to be most of my weekend. Gross. Working, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some work stuff I'm going to do for work, but I like getting stuff done on the weekend. I don't mind that too much.
I'm ready to sleep in, though.
Me too.
Not me.
I'm sleepy.
Calm ending of this
I need a nap.
day.
All right. Well, with that exciting, rousing end of the podcast,
let's go.
We are done, and we will see you on Monday. And thanks for being a body.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.